This is Mark, this is Caroline.
Hey, what's up? Can I?
Yeah, you can show now. You can.
The only thing I should know is that like there's always been misinformation online. When he came in the office, Cal Fire budget was $2 billion. It's now $4 billion.
Yeah.
There were 7,000 firefighters. He's now 14,000. He's doubled everything. So
yeah.
He has crushed it as a governor. In this one issue,
yeah,
he has crushed it.
Oh, yeah. No, I
yeah. Whatever Trump has to say.
No, I don't care about that.
I know you don't. I'm just like
just as long as we don't get into homelessness. It's fine.
Oh, his homelessness deputy is right. Where is the homelessness deputy?
Gavin is right behind us right now. Yeah. Big Gav, gruesome Governor Gavin Newsom, California. I've never met him. California Oblast, ruling with an iron fist. But we just talked. What do you want to tell the camera about yourself?
Scott Budnick, movie producer, spent 14 years making The Hangover and Project X and a bunch of stupid shit. Went into juvenile hall, met a bunch of incarcerated kids, and started doing this. And here we are, still making movies, but doing this is what kind of feeds my soul.
And what's the group that you work with predominantly? Like you have a recidivism.
ARC.
Right?
So an organization I started. So after I was making comedies, then I did that, and now I'm back in the movie business making movies. But I'm still on the board of ARC and doing this kind of work.
We were supposed to have a meeting
on Friday, and I got evacuated.
That was like not. I didn't even realize that you were doing this thing. We were supposed to have this meeting, and I thought it was like a regular. Sometimes producers and stuff like that hit me up, and then Caroline was like, "Oh, I was doing some research on like incarcerated firefighters, like where to donate and whatnot, because it's something that we talk about quite a bit."
Yeah.
And he was like, "Oh, there's this guy, Scott Budnick." And I was like, "I know this name. Where do I know it?" It's like, "Oh my God!" It's
Wait, you figured this out?
Yeah, she's the one.
Yeah.
I'm like, wait a second, that's crazy that these two things intersected.
We actually have a mutual.
What's going on, man?
Kimbo, nice to meet
you.
you.
Hasan,
So I was like, oh, this guy. Okay, I think we gotta connect with them.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Need Big Kimbo right here?
All right, yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
It's a beast.
Kimbo, you're on Twitch.
What's up with it? How's it going?
So, from what we understand, Scott was telling us, Scott was giving us the lay of the land here.
Okay.
So you're originally from Juvie, right?
Or, nah, I'm a youth offender.
You're a youth
offender.
offender.
My case at 18.
So yeah, all the red caps here in particular, if you can show right there, they're all from. Are you guys all from the same correctional facility?
Yeah, we're all from Growlersburg Fire Camp.
Okay.
We're the Wild Peak Crews.
Okay.
So here right now.
These guys went in as juvenile offenders. From what I understand, there's also there's a lot of restrictions in terms of who can do this kind of firefighting as an incarcerated individual. But for you guys, there's a additional opportunity, right? Like even if you went in as a violent offender,
yes, sir.
If you went into a juvenile facility, you still have the ability to come.
Yeah.
And get training. What are the benefits of doing something like this?
Okay, we got violent crime, so we got sentenced to a longer time.
Yeah.
And we're supposed to go to high level security yards, real serious stuff going down, real dangerous yards. But with this opportunity with Scott Budnick, he let the guys that got caught up at 18 not have to go do time with like OG lifers and all that. So we got an opportunity to come to fire camp and we get time cuts, so time off our sentence, a bunch of time off our sentence. We're like the highest paid inmates in the whole system.
What's the pay though? It's still pretty low, right?
Yeah, it's still low. It's low. I think I get like 180 bucks a month.
That's crazy.
They give you extra when it's during a crisis, right? I was reading that you were supposed to.
Nah, we don't get no extra during no crisis.
No?
Not for us. Maybe the free firefighters, but we don't get no extra during the crisis. But there's supposed to be a pay increase in the future. We're supposed to get $5 an hour, but that's still low for like people on the street. But for us, we're like that make us like we'll be doing real well.
Yeah, but you're doing crazy work. You're out here. You said 24 hours in, 24 hours out, right? And then sometimes they do 12 hours in, 12 off. But I mean, what are some of the things that you do on a day-to-day basis out here?
All right. We go into.
In terms of lighting, do you want to just move this way? That way?
Yeah, let's do it like this.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, that's probably better.
Yeah.
Well, we're the hand crews, so we go in with our tools. We hike a bunch of miles. We're on the mountain. Then we grab. We work with our hand tools. You feel me?
Yeah.
So it's like the hardest job in the firefighting for the wildland period. It's like we're like infantry. We're the foot soldiers.
Yeah.
So we're cutting line. We're scraping brush. We're using chainsaws. Scraping brush. We're making a path between the fire and the rest of the fuel, the community, the brush. So we make that barrier. We create that barrier with our hand tools. But it takes a long time. It takes hours and hours, and we go where the bulldozers can't get to. You feel me? So we go in tight spaces, real steep, where a bulldozer would like fall if it would try to go up there. It's crazy. So yeah, it's crazy stuff. We sleep out there. We get our rest when we can out there on the mountain. It's crazy. Yeah.
So it gets dangerous too, right?
It's dangerous.
Yeah.
It's dangerous. I have to dodge rocks sometimes coming down. Dodge them. You feel me? I swear to God, my mama. We got it. This is crazy, bro. It's crazy. It's dangerous work.
Will you like it?
Yeah.
Do you feel like it's almost like a respite from being? Is it better than being in prison or no?
It's way better because I was in a prison yard. I'm seeing guys get stabbed, get jumped, get beat up. The cops treat us like shit. But here, we get better treatment, right? They talk to us like humans. They talk to us like humans. We got a job. We're underpaid, but we got a job.
Yeah.
You feel me? And then the community comes out and shows us all kinds of love. We never received that growing up. We never received that kind of love, that kind of recognition for anything we've done. So now, doing this kind of stuff and all this love coming, that's life-changing for a lot of guys, because that's all they be needing is a little bit of recognition. With this, it's life-changing, and we get opportunities at careers.
How long was your sentence? You don't mind me asking?
17 years.
17 years?
Yep.
God damn. They're gonna shave it off.
Yep.
They're gonna shave it off.
They're gonna shave it off. They shaving some off.
They better shave it off.
But you feel me? We ain't breaking. You know what I mean? We ain't folding. You feel me? 17 years. But now I'm at camp. I got about 2 years left. 2 years left. I had to work a bunch of time off with schooling and graduating high school.
How old are you now?
I'm 25 now. Never forgetting. I've been down for a minute.
I feel you.
I started at 18. I'm 25 now.
And you got linked up with this program how many years ago?
I got to fire camp last year in November. That was the first time any person like mine with my kind of case, violent crime, was allowed to go to fire camp last year in November. So we're the start of it.
What about for adult offenders? Do you think that like it's a good program overall, right? Like it's like. Even if it wasn't fighting wildfires, like, do you feel like these kinds of initiatives? You talked about being feeling like a human, right? Feeling like a sense of dignity from other people. Do you feel like these kinds of programs, reintegration programs like that, would be successful overall? Like in terms of giving you proper training and giving you tools to one, lower your sentence, give back to the community somehow. And then when you go out, you have, I'm not entirely sure about the wildfire programs in general, but like in general, it's good to have that kind of work experience so you don't feel like your life is lost.
Yeah, it can be successful, but the thing is the pay. The work compared to the pay is like, it's crazy.
Yeah.
So a lot of guys get broke off on the mountain, their body get beat up, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if the pay went up, more guys would be more grateful for the opportunity.
Yeah.
We're grateful for the opportunity. We got all this time. You feel me? We're young. Then we're real excited. We're real motivated. So when we get out, we're firefighters. You feel me? We're not running the streets no more.
Yeah.
But for the adult crews, I mean, it just depends on their motivation. But it's hard work. So if you're lazy, you're not gonna last. You're gonna hate it. But if you're motivated to better yourself, it's gonna work for you as long as you work it.
I feel you.
Yeah.
It's nice to hear from you, man. I don't want to keep you from eating your food.
It's all good, man. It's good, man.
cold.
It's my 24 down. I appreciate you guys for coming out.
Yeah, nice to meet
Appreciate
you,
it, bro. Nice to meet you too, bro.
Anybody else want to come on?
Xavier, he's down to talk, and then if you guys want to...
Come here. Let's talk. Yo, those are... Does the state give you those?
We get them brand new.
Those are kind of drippy, dude.
Just a little bit. You know, so you look fly on the mountain. It's something nice.
Yeah. Do you get to keep it? Do you get to keep the hats?
Yeah.
Oh, you get to bring it back?
Well, everything, they give us everything. Everything's kind of state issue when you get there. They kind of prepare you for the fires. So that way when you get out there, do what you gotta do.
I'm saying, like, when you go back, do you get to keep them?
I don't think so.
That's crazy.
It's considered an antique.
I
don't think he wants to keep that either.
I'm not gonna, I'm gonna copy shoot.
You're like, hey, can I get this?
No, but I did see some jackets there. They're pretty sweet.
All right, bro, chill. We're not gonna take their clothes off their back, bro. They're fucking fighting wildfires
look,
out
man,
there.
look, we'll give it to you, man. We'll give it to you. It's a donation.
All right. So, how are you guys feeling? Is the tacos good?
We're blessed.
Yeah?
I haven't even tried them yet. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Do you want to eat first?
No, it's all right.
You want to try one?
No, I'm good. I just ate.
No, I'm good, thank you too.
While you eat, you talk. How about that? And then swap it out.
So again,
Don't be-
Xavier and Angel for those who
You don't want to eat on camera?
Huh? Nah, I gotta go wait.
There's hella ladies watching right now. They're gonna be judging. They're gonna be judging the way you're eating.
He's not shy. He's not a shy one.
No, don't even worry, because he eats on stream, and you cannot be worse.
Fucking with you.
You cannot be worse.
Yeah.
So how are you guys doing?
We're blessed. You know, we're taking it all in. We just came down from the mountain yesterday. We were assigned to the Eden Fire. Our division, you know, was meeting up with other crews, doing some hand line. The dozer only goes so far, you know. Our job is really to kind of get in the cracks and crevices where the dozer can go. And when we get out there, we work as a team, you know. This guy is crazy out in the fires, man. This guy goes crazy. This guy goes crazy.
So, let me ask you, how long you guys been training? Like, when did you get started with the program? It's a relatively new one, right?
Yeah, it's relatively new. I mean, fire camps have been around for a while, but as far as for us, you get sent to a training facility before you're even allowed to come to a fire camp. And the training, honestly, will not prepare you for what it really is. You know, it's only a 2-week program. You probably do a couple sets of push-ups, run a mile or so. But it's like,
but does not prepare you for
it's nothing
the real
compared
world.
to hiking with a pack on or having to cut line for hours. But yeah, like I said, I mean, you won't be able to really figure out what it's about until you get to a fire camp.
Yeah.
It's a lengthy process. I think these facilities try to imitate the feeling you get when you're on the mountain. You know, the hike can be miles and miles, and you know, you got to carry this water, and your circumstances are subject to change, you know, depending on the winds and how the fire increases over time, you know, and these places really just cannot imitate that emotion, that feeling you get when you're up there, you know. And
before these fires this week, had you guys fought any fires before, or is this your first?
No, we were just here at the Ventura fire, the mountain fire.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Just recently. So that was our most recent fire. I mean, fire season just passed, so the last couple fires we have caught has been down south.
I mean, this is kind of crazy to be your first experience.
Yeah. But you know, it feels good to be able to, you know, show the community that we're out there. You know, we're trying to help the community. You know, it's a hard time for everybody. You know, God bless those people that were affected from these fires. You know, that coming back and your house is burned down. It's very crazy. You know, it's a very crazy time. But you know, it feels good to be able to help these people in some type of way.
Yeah, we were talking earlier about how I don't think a lot of people know that historically 1/3 of California's firefighting force is made up of incarcerated folks, and I think right now it's like 40-something% because of
We're the backbone of the operation.
How drastic this is. Yeah.
There's a lot of you motherfuckers out here.
It's the backbone of the operation, and you know, Cal Fire is kind of just a cover up for it, you know, and we get out there and we do the hard work, you know? But shout out to those people do work too, you know, but we get the rough and tough end of the stick.
Yeah. Do you guys, like, what do you want people to know about either this program or about just being an incarcerated firefighter in general? Like, is there any, you know, PSA that you want to make? Like, what's something that people probably don't know, considering that a lot of people don't even know that you guys are out here fighting these fires?
I mean, one thing I would want the public to know is just that we're taking advantage of the second chance that we're being given, you know, and this is the opportunity to change our lives, you know, the trajectory of our lives, to be able to get a career once we leave, you know, once we hit the streets. And we're blessed to be in this position, you know, and like you said, a lot of people may not know about it, but we're putting the work in to try to not only better ourselves, but better our communities.
Bro, don't hype it up too much. They're not gonna give you more. They're not gonna give you more money. It's crazy. They get paid $5 a day. It's
We're out there
bullshit.
getting it.
No, I know,
But
These fires would be
you know?
so much larger if they weren't out here. They need to get paid an adequate wage. Right?
Yeah, no, that's true. I mean, we get paid $5.80 an hour.
You're over here like, oh, it's
Oh, no,
great.
not even. We get paid
I love being in the
we get
fire.
paid $1 an hour. Right? That was a mistake on my
You're
part.
gonna get a pay cut after this.
You
Yeah.
oversold what
Yeah,
you're
we get
getting.
paid $24 a day. So,
Yeah.
I mean,
$24 a day.
Let me tell you this.
when we're on a fire.
Talk to me. Talk to me. Talk to me. Talk
Did
to
you
me.
guys know that you got the normal, like, the rest of the firefighters, right? They're also in the staging area over there somewhere.
Correct.
Yeah.
So you got that, and they get paid like, the municipality gets paid like, I think 98 grand or something. Like, they get paid pretty well. They get
Very
good pensions,
well.
good benefits. They
Very
got
well.
unions. So they're in a decent situation. What would you say if I were to tell you that there's also private brigades on top of that really rich people like Rick Caruso, you know the Grove? You
Very
guys know what that is? Yeah, the Grove. It's a mall.
Very
Very
aware.
fancy
aware.
shopping.
Very well.
It's lame. It's lame as fuck. Anyway, he owns the Grove. He's a real estate developer. So we hired private firefighters to protect the Grove. You know how you heard about the Palisades that got
Correct.
burned down? 75% of it's gone, except for Rick Caruso's mall in the middle of the Palisades. Why? Because he hired a private brigade. Those dudes are making $7,000 a day to do what you guys are doing. I don't want
Money is power. Money
I don't
is
want
power.
the fucking
Money is
sheriff
power.
to hear me talking like this.
No,
Well, I think
he didn't encourage you to talk this
everybody's
way.
listening right
Yeah, $7,000 a day to do
That really-
basically what you guys are doing.
Wow.
So think about that.
You know, and it's crazy. You know, it's a big pill to swallow. But in this case, the return that we get is our second chance at life. You know, this is a pilot program. You know, a lot of us made decisions before our brain was able to develop, before the age of 25. You know, so I mean, this is our second chance, and this is our second chance to prove it. And you know, at this point, it's a blessing. You know, it's not more about the material, but the growth that we gain from this experience.
I think it's important to talk about how there are obstacles though after you are released, where you have this training, right? You have this experience. You deserve to have this as a career, but you know, it's still really difficult even with legislation that's been passed to work at expunging records and make it easier to get hired in this career. Like it is still
The
it's
reintegration
difficult.
process is a little tricky, you know, and I believe it depends and it varies on the individual, you know, because circumstances are subject to change. But at the end of the day, I believe if you want to change and you want to get out there, it's
How long you guys got? If you don't mind me asking.
I got
4 months I'm out.
You got a year and a half left?
4 months I'm out. 4 monmonths I'm out.
Okay.
I reside in the San Fernando Valley.
December? Okay.
How
All
much
right.
time you have left? 2028.
Damn, it's gonna be a whole new president by then. Don't worry, none of us are making it out. None of us are making it out by 2028.
I taught him.
Yeah.
I taught him what Twitch was.
Oh yeah.
I've been in long enough. I didn't know what it was.
Who here watches Twitch? Anybody?
Is it the gaming one now?
Yeah, the gaming one.
Xbox and stuff? Yeah, I
Yeah.
watched it a few times.
Yeah, you guys
Yeah.
got any favorite content creators like
Are you
YouTube,
cool with Kai
Twitch?
Kenneth?
Kai Cenat?
Yeah, Kai
Yeah, I
Cenat.
know Kai Cenat. Damn. Look at that, Kai. Pretty boy Fredo.
Kai is that boy, huh? Kai is the boy, huh?
2K basketball.
Oh no, I don't really play any teams.
Oh, they're
You
asking
guys
me to
watch
feed
basketball
games.
content creators though? Oh, who do you like in basketball?
They're talking about, well, we're talking about Twitch. Some of these guys are familiar. Some of them have been locked up too long, but they,
know,
one of them asked about Kai Cenat.
Like basketball YouTubers?
Yeah,
They
it's
do
like,
basketball
Kai?
content.
Then they're talking about
When I
basketball.
can think of
Gaming.
Pretty Boy Fredo. So Illuminati.
Oh, Soul Illuminati. Yeah, I know Soul.
When did Twitch come out?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know him personally. Yeah, I've seen his
Twitch
videos.
come out?
Yeah.
2000. When
That's
was Twitch
cool.
first? 2010.
I mean,
It was called Justin
I'm not
TV.
homies. Like,
So it used to be called Justin TV, and then it became Twitch. But it was really
I don't think
COVID where it became popular.
it
because
started
everybody
popping in
was home.
2020 during COVID.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know.
Everybody was at home, man.
Everyone was at home. The entertainment industry
Gotta do
is shut
something.
down.
Gotta do
like,
something.
we're looking for.
So you guys get?
How long have you been doing Twitch?
I've been doing Twitch since 2018. Before that, I was at a company called the Young Turks, doing political commentary there. And then I switched over to Twitch, and I went full time in 2020. And I've been doing it. I mean, I love it. It's a blessing. It's given me fantastic opportunities. I get to do insane, cool shit like this. You know what I mean? And I have. I'm a political commentator. Like I talk about the news in general. and you know, I predominantly focus on like labor rights, things like that.
Wow.
So, you know, and also rehabilitation over incarceration, things like that, prisoners' rights, concepts that are unfortunately very foreign for Americans in general.
Sadly.
Have y'all ever seen? Have y'all ever seen like YouTube videos of like a prison in Norway? Look it up.
There's a whole show called "The Worst Prisons in the World," right?
Yeah, America has the worst prisons in the world, bar none. Straight up. They say like, oh, Russian prisons are bad, Turkish prisons are bad, or whatever, but American prisons are obviously the fucking worst.
Terrible.
It's a for-profit industry.
Definitely.
Yeah.
They're privately owned industries.
Yeah, I mean, it's, you know, one problem is that, I mean, it's good that incarceration rates have gone down, but now they're like, oh shit, we have less people to use as firefighters. So it's now
They dip into the inmate.
Right, because they do rely on you guys so much.
And do you guys think that they know like the trauma that it causes?
What's that?
Like, do you guys think that they know the trauma that causes like?
Bro, I'm not gonna lie, they don't give a shit. It's like
He's not lying.
they don't give a shit. They don't give a shit when you're
Where's the
out
money?
and
Where's the money?
doing stuff. You
The
know what I
reason
mean?
why I ask is because I mean you heard of the word institutionalized, right?
The what?
Institutionalized. Have you heard that word before? Institutionalized, like
Oh, institutionalized. Yeah.
So now, I mean, I've only did it for like 12 years, 13 years, but the point is, I'm about to go home next month. So you go from the cell to this right here. It's like it's culture shocking. So now, I guess like the fire camp, bringing back light to the fire camp, right? It does help you because now you start like mingling with the public, with you guys, the civilians, right? Which is, I feel foreign with you guys because I feel like I'm part of the prison. That's who I was. That's what they indoctrinated me to be.
Yeah.
That's what they wanted me to be. So like now they want you to get out here and then go to a fire camp and then act like if you're a firefighter when we do get like minimum training, right? So how is it that you do that? How can I become a better civilian, a citizen? Coming from prison to this, like maybe you guys know something about that. Like, that's my biggest question. How do
I've only been in jail.
You know what I mean? Like,
it was not.
okay, what's
It was
normal to you guys?
overnight.
What's normal to you guys?
Are you asking like personally how
Right.
you make that transition?
Right.
I mean,
He asked a serious question and I made jokes. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine.
No,
It's
no,
a
no.
job.
It's a job. It's
Yeah.
I think what's key is having support, right?
Right.
So that that transition is easier. I mean,
Right.
you're right. When you spend so long
Right.
in prison, then you either are on the path to being institutionalized or you're
Right,
there.
right.
It is hard to transition out, and there is such a lack of support from the state.
Right, that's my
So I understand. I mean, that's neither of us have been in that situation before, so we can't speak from personal experience. But it's why like we are trying to bring attention to this and say, okay, like you're somebody who you have firefighting skills now, right? You've been there on the front lines. You've trained for this. Like, how great would it be, and how deserving are you of like having this as a career after you leave, so you don't have to, you know, struggle with job opportunities because you have a criminal record. And of course, we live in a country where that is an obstacle to you re-entering into society.
What kind of services do they have inside for like when you're about to leave, right? When you're about to get out, do they have like retraining services or anything like that? They like connect you with job providers?
Right. So in camp, it's kind of minimal. Like they really don't. If it's it seems to me like if it's just Cal Fire, if it's not Cal Fire related, like you're just not what they're looking for. They're not going to put much effort into it. Now you do have those individuals that do want to help you, right? So that's more because they're personalized with you and you kind of grow a bond with them over time. But as far as them like providing something for us specifically for not Cal Fire, there's really none. So that's like the thing.
So California State doesn't have any sort of like reintegration program.
California has MCRP program, and thank God for Scott Budnick, he's trying to integrate his ARC program. So MCRP is the reintegration program from being incarcerated to being on the outside. It's limited, but it's offering you a way to try to deinstitutionalize, but in a sense, it's kind of just keeping you on a leash. Sadly to say, but that's what it is. They do offer some programs, but they're very limited because they're usually private-owned companies.
And they most likely have you do it yourself. Like when you finish parole, they have you do your own parole.
It feels like out of 10, only 3 go. So what about the rest?
I feel like if you had a job coming out, if you had something lined up, kind of like this program. If it was Cal Fire or if it was anything else, you're not gonna fuck around. You're not gonna want to lose that job. You're not gonna want to fuck over. You're not gonna fuck around with your parole.
You're gonna lose. It's a tie down.
Yeah, that's what is so frustrating about stuff like this is that, I mean, it's just so dispensable, like expendable. They just discard you. They're like, all right, fuck off. You know, all right, you did your time. Fuck off.
Just another number. Yeah.
And it's very frustrating.
So you said you kind of do political organization, like infiltration, right? Since you've been kind of shining the light on some of the dark spaces, have you seen any like progress being made or kind of any like development within that field?
I mean, yes and no. I feel like people are very resistant. They're very resilient. They don't want to see the humanity of other people, and it's pretty dog eat dog out there. I mean, you know this, right? Like, obviously, everyone has like a fuck you, I want to get mine mentality. So they don't have any time for anybody else. But overall, there are communities out there that obviously guys like Scott, out of the kindness of their heart, you know, people that try to extend a helping hand to those who you know, just need just a little bit of a leg up to be able to reintegrate, to be able to become valuable members of society. There's great examples of that too. There's plenty of convicts that, like, you know, ex-cons that you know, made some of themselves after
Big places.
Yeah, big blazes.
Made it big places.
Oh, made it big blazes. Yeah.
It's like I have seen so much news coverage speaking about incarcerated firefighters, and I've seen people sharing stuff. I know it's the first time that they've heard about that, so I think it's even just that first step of like.
Yeah, of course.
A lot of the guys out here who are fighting these things.
Get in here.
Stand right here.
Talk to him.
I just want to say hello to my daughter out there. I haven't seen her in about 11 years. And yeah, I love you, baby. And hopefully I'll be out soon. And yeah, I miss you a lot. And hey, be good out there and get your mom right, okay? Love you.
That's right.
He's doing the Lord's work. He's protecting people in California right now, every day.
Doing my best.
What's your name?
My name is Salvador Serna. I'm out of Tulare County, and I miss everybody.
Nice to meet you. What? How much time you got?
I got about 6 months left.
Oh, hell yeah.
About
Okay.
6 months. Unfortunately, I came back on another term, but you know, this has helped me to grow a little bit more. You know, expand my horizons a little bit more, and build a little bit more, and well, just focus on myself more.
Okay.
And I'm very appreciative.
You didn't do this beforehand. You didn't do the Cal Fire program beforehand.
I've never done it before, but I'm hanging with a crew that's way younger than me, and man, they're all on fire, man. And I'm just running with the flag.
Tell them how old you are, OG.
How many push-ups is OG doing?
I'm 53 years old, and
He can probably match
I'm
you
running
out,
with
man.
all these 20 and 30-year-olds. So
He's out there,
if I
man.
could do it, anybody could do it.
He's in the Wild Peak crew, so everybody in this crew is under 25.
Yeah.
Tell them, OG.
OG's
That's
under
true,
25
man.
too.
For sure.
In heart.
At heart.
At heart.
Well, I've been walking in circles for many years, so
All right.
I appreciate it very much. And thank you.
Of course. Nice to meet you, man. Thank you for everything you're doing.
Hey, thank you again.
Keeping the streets safe.
Yeah, doing my
And
best.
so we are, you know, in the type of coverage and content that we do on the street, like as leftists, we try to bring attention to these issues. Look, they're better for everybody. So he was asking, like, why do we care? Like, how we got involved. And, like, that's a long story, but
I try to explain to people all the time that are listening that they are closer to where you are, and I am closer to where you are than we are to a guy like Elon Musk or a billionaire or a multi-millionaire, you know, owns multiple condos, properties. Like, obviously sometimes people don't have a good starting position in life, you know what I mean? And they get lost in the system. Like, no one is like truly evil. I mean, okay, there's some motherfuckers who are truly evil, but like child molesters, they're evil. But like, other than that, you know, everybody has a story. Everybody's a normal human being. Yeah.
A lot of good in people.
I remember
It's all about maximizing potential.
Breaking that stigma.
breaking the stigma.
A long time ago, I saw this visual of a race, right? So imagine you're running, and not everybody is at the same starting. Some people are ahead, and some people are behind, but you're all running that same race, and that's the reality. Is that depending on your circumstances in life, you might be ahead or you might be behind when you start out that race. And so, a lot of people, they have no control over the circumstances in life that they're born into, and they shouldn't be demonized for something like having been imprisoned in a country that makes a lot of money off of imprisoning people for frankly things they shouldn't even they shouldn't be in jail for the first place,
or at least be in for a much shorter period of time and a focus on rehabilitation. These sorts of programs are good for that, especially very important for that, because everybody needs to be busy, bro. That's what it is. You know what I mean? If you're not busy, you're gonna go fucking crazy. Sitting around looking at the same gray bars all fucking day. So obviously I think breaking that pattern a little bit for you guys is, I assume, very helpful.
For sure.
Yeah. Bro, you have the Luffy star. You know what that is? One Piece? It's an anime.
Always great.
It's a very famous anime, and the main character has the exact same scar that you have. Yeah, probably.
You bring up that anime at any.
I mean, yeah.
So you spoke about like the rogue, like individualism, right? And I think we got to get kind of to like the collective identity or the collective mindset. And you spoke of like the race, and so my question is, how do we like bridge that gap to where we kind of like bring the people more together for that collective identity?
I think it's a matter of recognizing. I think it's a matter of recognizing. For you guys, it's a little bit different, obviously, because you're in prison. So obviously, there's a very rigid structure to your life, and I think a lot of that is, like, you see collectivization in like the worst aspects of it, maybe, like in the same way that the military does it, where they break you down and reduce you to a number. But I think overall, people should recognize that they have the exact same interests in life. Like, that's my principle, at least. I believe that everybody wants a hot meal, a roof over their head, you know what I mean, and a decent job, and maybe to get pussy on the weekends, and watch some fucking anime, play some video games. Yeah, so...
Shit, you can say on Twitch, huh?
Yeah, I can say that. Yeah, you can say whatever you want.
Now you know what Twitch is like. Okay? Like serious topics, and then also...
But that's what everybody wants.
Yeah, realism.
And I think it's always the limitations of the system that cause people to not be able to achieve that in the most successful way. There is virtually nothing different between any of you guys and someone like myself, except for, like, I'm willing to bet that my beginning point is more affluent, more privileged. You know what I mean? That's it. Definitely. Like, I fucked up. I fucked up when I was a kid. I fucked up when I was a young adult. I mean, I got arrested. You know what I mean? Like, but the difference is, well, I mean, I was broke when I got arrested, so that's not the best example. But but still, like, I had a network to be able to rely on, to fall back to. And if that's taken from underneath you, if you don't have that support system, then some people end up falling through the cracks. You know?
Also, that's Nick Cannon. That's why it's...
Oh, nice. Yeah.
But as far as bridging the gap, I think in times like this, I always say let this radicalize you, right? But let this radicalize you in the direction of progress, right? Some people will go the other way. Some people will be like radicalized towards being more social and like individualistic. But I'm like, let this radicalize you towards fixing our world, our climate. You know, we live in a state that it's getting drier and drier every year. These fires are getting worse, right? Let this radicalize you towards believing that people like you guys, deserve equal pay when you're here doing this, right? Like you shouldn't be making only $5 a day, and you should also have the opportunity to have this as a career after you leave. So like all of this begins with education and awareness, and then putting that to action. So if you guys want to go,
yeah, go hang out with Nick Cannon. Don't worry about it. No. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, bro. Come on, it's Nick Cannon. Who's the most
Did you say
famous?
Nick Cage or did I say?
I thought you said Nick Cannon.
She was thinking about Nicolas Cage.
I swear. I heard
Nicolas Cage?
I didn't say.
You thought
Nicolas
everybody was going crazy for Nicolas Cage?
No, I'm like.
National Treasure. She was just trying to take it out. Enough National Treasure. Ghost Rider?
Ghost Rider? Ghost Rider's ass. What kind of
The first
shit?
one, man.
What
The
kind of
first one
shit
was
are you guys
alright.
watching?
Don't listen to him because
Hey,
he
it's
doesn't
limited,
watch,
man.
He doesn't
You
watch
gotta be
anything,
under
okay?
PG-13. They're not showing that
They've
shit.
probably seen more than you.
That's probably true. I don't know. I watch more anime, but I feel like
I watch
nobody.
Naruto.
You watch Naruto? Okay,
I
that's
watch a
good.
lot of Naruto.
And you watch it?
What?
And you watch it?
You watch it? I wasn't really.
Also, just an air quality update because I've been checking the air and I was talking to one of the fire chiefs because the winds are blowing that away. This area is like fine. So
Doesn't seem too bad right now.
I always say that you can't go off a smell test. You can't go. You got to be like checking the quality, but.
Nick Cannon's getting so much play out here, dude. This is crazy.
This is not the place you want to get play at, though, man.
What do you mean? Who gives a shit? Fuck, what's up, man? What camp are you from? Washington Ridge? Oh yeah. So you guys are from different facilities?
Definitely.
Okay.
Definitely. There's multiple caps around California.
What part are you fighting at right now? You're on Twitch, by the way. You know what that is? No, it's an online streaming service. It's live. But so you're where are you fighting at right now?
We're at our first day. We're at the Palisades.
Oh yeah, let's get another angle, bro. Let's get another angle, bro. Eating? Okay. All right. How you liking it out here? Have you been done? Have you toured before? Like, have you done this before? How many times? This is your fourth season. Okay. That's cool. You're so you guys are originally juvie offenders, right? Like you came in from.
Well, I got prison, but we're considered youth.
Yeah, youth offenders initially, but you're adult.
Prison.
Yeah, you're in prison. I mean, I guess you're in prison now.
What it is they combined YA and people who are under the age of 25 for the specific reason that the prefrontal cortex is not fully developed. The prefrontal cortex is what's developed in charge of decision making and whatever the case may be, you know. So I mean that's why they make the private program.
It is also true. How old are you?
I'm 26. I'll be 27 next month.
You're about to be 27 next month? Okay, happy early birthday.
Thank you.
I'm 33. That's crazy. I'm older than all. I'm old as
like
fuck.
27.
You thought it was 27? Thank you. What's your name?
Talib.
Talib? Hassan. Nice to meet you,
He's
Talib.
being nice to you.
Yeah. No, he's not. He
Yes,
really
he
thought I was
is.
27. Shut up,
My
Caroline.
age,
You have a salt and pepper beer, my friend.
He didn't. He thinks that I look 27. Can we just? It's fine. That's what he thought. It's all good.
Just take it as a compliment.
Yeah, I'm taking it.
Take it as a
I'm
compliment.
pursuing this one. I have 50 days left.
Oh, you have 50 days left? Nice. Okay, so I feel like a lot of the people here, like, a lot of people I talk to, like, they have a couple months left, like a year left, 50 days left. It's very, it's at the end of their sentence for the most part. Is that a part of the, is that a byproduct of the?
Not necessarily. Some people, OG that was on camera earlier, he got a couple years left. So it just varies. What it is, it's a percentage drop. It's a percentage drop. The law that Newsom passed, no longer have to do the 85% as a violent offender.
Yeah.
So as you get into these programs, they give you the privilege of dropping your percentage of how much you have to do out of your sentence. So in this case, I was a violent offender, so I go from 85. Without being in these programs, you go to 66, and when you enter the program, you do halftime, so 50%.
Yeah. Let me ask you this, and you could totally not answer if you don't want to.
Okay.
But what do you think, for people who are just like so uninitiated with this process, what do you think leads someone, in your experience, from all the people that you met inside, what do you think leads people into like making decisions like the ones that you made that caused you to go to prison?
Being conformed to where you're at.
What?
Being conformed to where you're at. You know, conformism. Being okay, content with what your surroundings are. You know, some people don't know no better. You know, some people are born under certain circumstances, like you said, or like the young lady said, some people start ahead in the race.
Young lady.
And
Caroline's also 33.
That's still young, man. Come on, man. So some people's circumstances are a little different, and some people get trapped in a box, and they no longer can see through that. It's a smoke screen, you know, and that's all they know. Sometimes that's all they know, and you can't blame them for it because, like you said, they get lost in the system. So, I mean, it becomes habitual when they get out and they come back because there's no backing to whatever it is that they want to pursue. You know, some people are confused. Some people don't know the terms and the knowledge that they need to progress. So,
are there educational opportunities in there or no? Like, do they?
Yeah, I believe the college that I'm taking right now is called Rising Scholars through Lake Tahoe Community College.
Yeah.
And they provide the opportunity for inmates to gain their, I believe their AA, and I believe their bachelor's in some subjects, not all subjects.
What are the subjects you can get it in?
I'm barely doing college, so I'm in English 101 and counseling, but I believe you can get it in arts and sociology.
Do you like it, or is it?
I'm not that far yet.
Okay.
But I read a lot more books.
Go through coastline. As long as you do the work, you can get it in business, sociology. Now we can get it in anything, basically.
Have you done it or no?
My last term I was taking classes to get my degree in sociology.
Okay. You got 50 days. What are you gonna do when you get out?
I'm gonna hit up Scott and see what he has to offer me to help me.
Okay.
Either Ventura or working at Hollywood TPO.
Okay. So, from what I understand, you can get your record expunged to get an EMT certification. Because otherwise, like in California, you can't be a firefighter. But that's a complicated process. But I feel like that's something that's very helpful, right? I mean, there's obviously need for more emergency service personnel, more firefighters, you know. So, good luck. Yeah. Why are you laughing? Why are you laughing?
That was very stale, man.
I mean, I'm a little autistic. Okay, give me a break.
Slightly.
I'm a little bit. Give me a break. Oh, goddamn. What's up?
Who are you with?
I'm just a Twitch streamer. I'm just a Twitch streamer.
Okay.
So I'm just streaming on Twitch.
You want to say hi?
Oh, hell yeah, let's do it.
Baker.
What's going on, Baker? How you doing? Williams, Hasan.
Nice to meet you.
Hassan, nice to meet you
Just
guys.
asking like what we're doing,
So
why we're
at
here.
Fender Canyon?
Yeah, Fender Canyon.
All right, where are you guys fighting right now?
I'm at the Eastern Fire right here past right here.
Oh yeah. How many tours have you done so far? How many seasons?
This is my third season.
Third season. Fourth season. Okay. God damn.
Is this the worst that you've ever seen?
I was on American
I
Fire
think
years
so.
ago, but yeah, down south, yes.
You like the program?
Program's good. Not enough pay, but the program's good.
Not
That's
enough
right.
pay. Yeah, that's
That's
why
right.
we're here to talk about stuff like that.
Yeah. What do you guys get right now? Like $24 a day or something?
Yes.
That's
$24
crazy.
a day.
It's crazy.
I mean, it's the same for everybody, and then you get regular pay Monday through Friday for as like a Swamper, you get $10.80 for as like regular tools like a Pulaski or McLeod, you're gonna get $5.80.
So what are the things that you guys are tasked with right now? You're just clearing out?
Yeah, basically like clearing out brush, lemon up, fuel break, doing stuff like that.
It's one of the harder tasks, right? In general? Yeah.
Labor intensive.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of strain on your body.
Yeah.
You know, like I say, it's all too within the mental as well too. Of course, hiking up the mountains, late night cold. It could be like 2 in the morning if a fire flare up. You know, you got to get back out there, jump in. So it's a lot going on.
So you guys are right now. They're on break, right? They're doing 24 hours off. But when you're back out there, you sleep out there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right. So they give you like what? Like they give you gear and then they give you like sleeping
This
gear.
pretty much what you got right here, and then you got your Nomex on, your Nomex shirt on.
That's it?
Yeah, that's all.
They don't give you any sleeping gear?
No, not on the mountains. Not on the mountain. So like I say, because you could be out there scraping line all night, you know, whatever it may be, trying to get a fire out. Yeah, so you can be out there dragging
What kind
that.
of protective gear do you have? I mean, I can't imagine
For
that
like
you're
a
gonna...
shroud, like you know, you got a shroud that's on your helmet, for like protect you from smoke. You know,
Pretty much same
protect
gear
you
in
from
Cal
burn.
Fire is where we have. Pretty much same gear, just in a different color, that's all.
Okay.
Yeah. Is it orange or is it yellow, right?
Orange.
Is it orange? Yeah.
And then as soon as you guys are done, they escort you.
Yeah, so as soon as
back.
we're done, we're gonna go back to the bus, rehab our tools, sharpen them up, be fire ready. Be fire ready for like, you know, we get called to another fire or whatever it may be.
Why did you decide to join the program 3 years ago or 4 years ago?
I'm gonna be honest. When I first joined it, I just did it as far as like the time reduction. But once I started doing it, I kind of liked it. But once I get released, I won't do it though, because like I said, it's just too much going on as far as like the breathing and the, as far as the air, different chemicals and stuff like that. And as far as I know from other captains that I've talked to, basically they said like it's just a long-term, health condition, as far as just breathing in all the different chemicals.
You guys get any medical after? Like any medical attention?
No. They asked us, do we need like, as far as like anybody got hurt, anybody get injured, any medical conditions. But, if it ain't really like, for like you got really hurt on the fire line, sprained ankle, none of that different type of stuff, you kind of just like go back to, working the next day. Like you say, the 24-hour down, 24-hour up. But you're not really getting a full 24-hour down. You're going to get the 24-hour on the line, you are fighting fire, but you're not getting a full 24-hour down because you got to come back, you got to shower, you got to go to eat, you got to go to get lunches.
It's also a lot of noise, a lot of activity.
A lot of stuff going on. They got to go to briefing, get the assignment, so it's a lot that's going on.
Are you guys staying in these tents?
We're staying in these tents.
Are they nice?
Yeah, they're pretty nice.
Are they better than prison?
Yeah, absolutely better than prison.
God damn, prison sucks.
Baker, I want to ask you the same question.
You know they go back to a camp after this.
Yeah, we go back to the camp.
Yeah,
so we don't go back to prison. So we left the prison
camp.
yard. So we go back to camp. So our camp be like, maybe staging. I mean, our camp's in like Palmdale. So.
But I'm in California actually.
So I want to ask you why you joined the program.
I did it 14 years ago. When I came back last year, my points was low, and I said, instead of going to the yard, I said, send me to camp. So, yeah. I used to be at Carlsberg 12 years ago. I was at Carlsberg fire camp 12 years ago.
Okay.
I came back to first last year. Unfortunately, I came back to jail. Instead of going to a regular prison yard, I said, send me to camp.
Have you? So you got out of jail before, and then are you wanting to pursue firefighting like when you're released
I'm
again?
56 years old. I'm 56. I'm still doing it with the youngsters.
It's a lot.
Yeah, but I still, for my age, I still get up that mountain. So I wouldn't mind doing it. And they say California don't have an age limit. So, it's up in the air right now with me. Yeah.
How much time you got?
I go home March 15th.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm done.
What about you?
I go home in July.
Okay.
Yeah, so
what's the first thing you do when you get out?
Drink a beer.
That's what I'm talking about.
What kind of beer?
Modelo.
Okay, there you go.
Modelo.
What about you?
See my grandmother. Yeah,
She in California?
Yeah, she in California. So I'm gonna see her because I just did. Right now I'm putting like 10.5 years. So I've been incarcerated 10.5 years. So I go home in July.
How old are you?
32.
32?
Yeah, came in at 21.
Young as hell. I'm 33. You look way younger than me.
He's looking for another person to tell him that he looks.
Okay, stop. Yeah, one guy. One guy said I'm 27. All of a sudden I'm riding the fucking high. I'm riding the high. So how are the cops? Are they all right? Are they dicks?
You got some that's dicks, but for the most part, that's only one. But for the most part, we got good cops at Finnecane.
It's like you got some smooth ones, then you got some that's just assholes that just basically they don't care. Like I say, just it's just job security. That's how I look at it. Like just job security.
You feel like they're is it like a personality issue, or do you think it's just like they're just insecure?
I think it's all of them. I think it's a personality. I think it's like insecure. And then I think also some of these cops that you look at you down far as like just animals. They look at you like animals. Some of them look at you like. But like I say, a lot of people in here, got good hearts. Some of us made mistakes. And just looking for a second chance. Everybody in here is not a bad person. They go through life. For a lot of prison, a lot of rehabilitation going on. So like I said, a lot of people rehabilitating themselves and just looking for a better chance at life.
You feel it's hard, right? It's hard to do rehabilitation in the current structure that exists, in the current carceral structure.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's like they make it difficult.
Yeah, they do.
I got some friends that were in county jail back in the day, and they basically describe it as like when you go in, it's impossible for you not to be worse than when you initially went in.
Yeah,
you get worse.
It's a lot of trauma that's going on within prison.
Yeah.
It's a lot of trauma. It's a lot of things that you see that's going on in prison. Whether if you're on a 3 or 4 yard, people as far as getting shot, removals, riots, all different types of stuff that's going on a yard. So basically, like that can be traumatizing, and then especially if you do it so long, you be like institutionalized.
Yeah.
And how long were you in before you got out the first time, and then?
I was in 6 years, got out 14 years, and I'm back for like a year. Yep.
All right.
Well, I'm cheersing your beer when you get out.
Thank you.
Cheersing that.
Thanks a lot for sharing your story, guys.
Thanks for
Appreciate
talking to us,
it.
guys.
Appreciate it.
Good luck out there.
I need to get a water. I'm thirsty. No, it's gone anyway. Hold up. Thank you.
That's the live stream, but also YouTube. But yeah, this is Twitch. Okay. You can go to.
Y'all know what Twitch is? I ain't never heard of it. No, Unc doesn't know what Twitch is.
I ain't never heard of it either.
Yeah, I guess it's technically it's a video game platform. Normally, it's a video game streaming platform. People play video games, and then people can watch it. It's like YouTube, but live. Basically. Thank you.
So you mean to tell me that I can get paid for playing Fallout?
Yeah, you like Fallout? Wait, hold up. What's your name?
I'm Sean Armstrong.
Sean Armstrong? Hassan, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet
You
you.
fuck with Fallout?
I do.
Wait, so when did you get in?
This is my 13th year.
This is your 13th year?
Yeah.
Damn, so you played like Fallout 1.
I played 3 in New Vegas.
You played New Vegas? I know the guy who made New Vegas.
Never.
Yeah, he might see this. Yeah, it's a good game.
It is.
Yeah.
Nah, they just got PS4s at the camp, so I've been playing 04.
Oh, hell yeah. That's cool. So, you guys stay here during the duration of the firefighting, and then you go back to camp.
Yes, sir.
Right? So, for the rest of your sentence, you're at camp? Is that how that works?
Unless we get in trouble, yes.
Okay.
Good.
And the camp is like much nicer than prison.
Yeah, there's little to no tension. The racial disputes is not a thing there. You know, your family gets to bring food to you from the street.
That's
you can
it.
eat there visiting. It's nice.
You feel like a human.
You got real weights there.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Oh, they got fake weights in prison?
No weights.
They don't have weights in prison?
No, Arnold Schwarzenegger took him out.
He took him out?
Yeah.
Why did he do that?
I don't know.
He didn't want nobody else to be brolic like him.
I heard that's what it was.
Yeah, he got jealous.
That's what I heard. What it
You
was.
know,
I don't know how true
was
it is.
Was it Kali Muscle that got jacked in prison? I think that's what it is.
I heard of something like that though.
Yeah, he got jealous. Fucking Arnold.
Yeah.
When he was the governor.
Exactly.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Hopefully they come back. You know, they've been giving us like resistant bands and agility ladders.
That's still good though. You can do calisthenics.
Yeah, no, for sure. The CLC, we got like long wind. We might not be as strong as we was, but we got a lot of wind.
Yeah. You got good cardio out here. You
sure.
have to.
Yeah, good burpees.
Yeah. How long you got?
I got a year left.
Okay.
This is actually my last year. I get out around December.
What are you gonna do when you get out?
First thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back to work as a stagehand. I was thinking about getting an electrician class, like a 10-month course at SJC. But I'm also thinking about going to Ventura. So I'm trying to buy me a quad bike.
What? Punch me all in the face. What's that?
4-unit apartment complex.
Oh,
I've seen one in Bakersfield for like $300,000.
That's what I say. Any friend of Bud nigga, friend of mine.
Okay.
Use my money to make money.
Okay.
In prison.
All right.
You too.
That's fair. What about you? How much time you got?
I got about 2.5 years left.
2.5 years left? All right. What do you,
I know. I mean, honestly, this place took off like 14 months of my sentence. Like, from going from 80 to 50, or 66 to 50, it took off 14 months, and that was cool.
Yeah, it took 22 a month.
Yeah.
So I was stoked whenever I seen that. It went from
I'm sure you guys.
February 2028 to
I'm sure you guys should
December of 2026.
let me ask you something. Do you feel like it's the pay, or is the fact that you get training and you get to do something, or is it the fact that you get shaved time off your sentence, or out of all of these 4 things that I've had to mention, which one is the most important for you? Which one's the best thing for you? The fact that you stay at camp, where it's like obviously a much more humane situation than like being in prison. Out of all of those factors, which one do you think is the most impactful?
I think what I would choose myself, I would rather do 2 to 5 years at camp than 2 to 5 years in Jamestown. I do 1 year at Jamestown. I'd rather do twice that. Whatever I'm doing at camp, I would take that over anything. The pay's cool, it helps pay off the restitution. You know, I mean, it makes you feel like you're earning a little dollar.
Yeah.
I mean, but that's not. I mean, it's and we're getting they're upping the pay on stuff. From last time I was in camp, it was like your grade pay was like half of what it is now.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. It's still crazy. $25 is unacceptable.
It's not. But it's you know,
those wages are ridiculous.
Yeah. But I think that the time it's a hard one between the time, man. But I had to, just being at camp itself. You know, I'm learning self-discipline. You're teaching yourself how to work hard. I mean, to get up there and to go up there and cut for 5, 6, 7 hours, you're like sitting there. You're whooped. You've ran a whole Domar of gas, and you're just like, I gotta go hike up this mountain now. You know, and it's a mind thing. It's something to train yourself. Just keep on moving forward.
Yeah,
take that. Especially when you get out of here. A lot of people have never. I'm gonna tell you, this is the hardest work I've ever done, and I've worked my whole life.
What did you used to do?
I've just done remodeled log homes and like this. I mean, a lot of construction, handyman.
Where are you from originally?
I'm from Tulare County.
Okay.
Porterville, Tulare County.
Tulare County. I have no idea what that is.
It's a small. It's not too big. It's
North of Bakersfield.
Right there next to Bakersfield, Visalia.
What about you? Where are you from?
From Bakersfield.
Oh, you're from Bakersfield. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
This is a good place to learn. If you got a good attitude about this place, man, and regardless, everybody comes from a different walk of life. This is a place where we can all come and agree on, like, we're gonna go work hard today, and we're all on the line. You're all brothers. I mean, you're all got each other's backs, no matter what race, ethnicity, religion, all that stuff. It just doesn't mean anything.
Other people have brought that up a lot as well. So there's a lot of people who are oblivious to the conditions of prison in general, and other people have also brought up the racial tension in general. But it's not like can you briefly elaborate on that, if you don't mind?
Racial tensions in prison, everybody's entitled to their beliefs. Some people in their beliefs, they don't like others. Or we all grow up with different biases. Some we know, some we don't. And decisions and politics are based sometimes off race.
Yeah.
The same person, because I hang with a lot of Hispanics on the street, you know what I mean? And I remember being on the yard with one of the Cortezes, and I couldn't even kick it with him really, because, shit was in the way. But still my boy, you know what I mean?
That's the part that really got me messed up, man. I was like, I grew up in like sports and like military kind of people around me. It didn't matter the color of a person, I just they're my friends. But you come to prison, and being like I show up and they're like, I'm a new white guy. They're like, hey, you can't even talk to that dude. You can't even hang out here. I'm like,
it's their protection too, right? Like you have to be slotted in.
Yeah, sometimes. So from what I learned doing college classes is humans, we have what's called in-group bias. I identify with somebody of my skin or my ethnic group, my area, and it's them and it's us. We do it naturally, you know what I'm saying? And it's a defensive mechanism that's based on instinct. But we're
not born with it. We learn that through life, We're really not.
We tend to emphasize it a lot over small shit, over insignificant shit. You know what I mean?
We were saying that that's a big part of why camp is better as well, because you can just kick it wherever you want, with none of the other additional animosity.
Yeah.
They do give us that.
A lot of that stuff is gone. It rears its ugly head sometimes because, again, it's people's beliefs, but the majority of the people in camp, they're gonna nail that in the bud. Like, we're not doing that here.
Yeah, because you don't want to fuck up.
How does that work? Is it like community policing? Like you're just like, hey, we're not going to tolerate that here, or is it like, because when somebody comes in and an example would be somebody with a bad attitude. Like, how do they weed themselves out?
They usually kind of weed themselves out. You know, they show up and you become like. Everybody that's been there, they have a program. They got something that works. Everybody's getting along. Everybody comes. We'll have like a big old group, something going on in the camp, and it's causing a lot of problems. We're rocking the boat too much. We all come together. Hey guys, we need to come to agreement. We got some new guys coming in. That we always, we run it down to them like, hey, this is what we're doing, guys. We're not doing the crazy, high power politics. We're just here fighting fires, man.
How do they get weeded out? Is like that's what I'm saying. Do they just send them back?
They go back to the prison.
They
So
usually
either they're gonna get write-ups from the dumb stuff that they're doing, or they'll clash with somebody because a person will try to take them underneath their wing. Each one teach one is the rule when I first came to prison. So hey man, you're my boy from my area. I'm gonna lace you. Hey look, this is the do's and don'ts. This is why you don't do it. But if you don't want to listen and you want to buck the system, eventually you're gonna clash heads with somebody, and there's always some bigger dog.
They're gonna see like the person that's causing problems.
Yeah.
And you can just, you know, they just they don't stick around too long when you start. The cops see everything. They watch us there. Are
these the same like camp cops, or are they coming in from?
Those are from our camp.
Oh, okay, yeah.
They're regulars there. We see them every day.
They've spent years in the prison systems, worked their ways down to a camp, and a lot of them are veterans, and they know the game.
You feel like they're nicer overall than like normal COs inside of the regular county jail prison?
I've met some good and tolerant COs since I've been in prison. A lot of those COs are now working at camps. So yes.
Yeah, these guys that are here, they realize that, like, you know.
Yeah. It's just like it's good for us to be down here. You know what I'm saying? It's cool. It's where we want to be. It's the same thing for them.
I mean, they've been surprisingly chill. I feel like normally, under normal circumstances, they'd be like a lot. I mean, regular fucking beat cops are more annoying than the guys.
You have some, but they.
It's really
even
just
their coworkers.
Everywhere's gonna have their assholes and their hard asses.
Yeah.
You know, and like the people that are kind of like still in that 4-yard.
Yeah.
And like, you know.
I want to ask you guys, have you been able to shower?
Yes. Yeah. It was.
Apparently, they haven't been able to shower in 5 days.
Yeah, when we showed up, there was only.
They was out there beating that ground. I know why y'all ain't got to be able to shower.
Yeah, I mean, he was saying that Scott is bringing in. He got Coachella to donate some like mobile showers for these guys because they haven't been able to shower in 5 days.
Yeah, they just really showed up today. The mobile showers just got here today.
Yeah.
There was a situation that they had told us. Somebody on the Cal Fire said that they don't want no inmates using their showers. That's why we had to walk all the way around, and then we just got turned around when we was just finna go shower. We still ain't showered yet.
Oh, in that one shower unit way over there?
Yeah.
Wow.
They took our unit. Remember, it was right here.
Yeah, they took our unit and then told us that they don't want no inmates in their showers, so we still haven't showered yet. So
those guys messed up.
Got each other to donate us our own mobile shower unit. That way we don't have to go this. I'm off of 24 just from yesterday, still ain't showered or been to sleep today.
Yeah.
Absolutely, man. That's crazy.
But then when I bring up situations, we know when I bring up situations like this and then it gets seen by the higher ups, I get kicked out of camp.
No, for sure. This is going to be retaliation for speaking up.
Sure. And I know I got that coming.
Yeah, no good deed goes unpunished, for sure.
Hey, we know what you guys were doing last night. You guys were cutting towards us last night. That was a rough cut.
How long have you been in and out? Like, how long have you been going into the fight?
We do 24 up, 24 down. So just like yesterday, we spent the whole 24 hours on the fire line. We're supposed to have 24 hours the rest today. We'll be back tomorrow, 24 hours, and it just rotates like that.
I'm just wondering.
Comes up to the mop up stage. We usually, because this is a Fed fire now, so like we're kind of just like what we do, like state and Fed is different. Like whenever it's a state fire, we'll do a completely different cut. We'll do a way more bigger cut. We'll do a 10-foot cut with a 4-foot scrape. But these guys, they have us doing a smaller one right now. They just have us doing the 6-foot cut with a 2-foot scrape.
Yeah. So yesterday we went in with an 8-foot cut and a 4-foot scrape.
Yeah.
It depends on which fire you're at and where you're at.
You guys on the Eaton right now?
You gotta ask him.
Hey, we were told to follow the Fed's rules because they run a little different right now.
We were on the spot where the dozer line, where the fire
flew
over.
That's where we were. You guys were coming towards us. We were going up. Fenner Canyon was meeting you guys. That was rough last night, bro.
They had us trenching the whole way up, the whole way, and I'm second Pulaski.
Yeah.
I'm swinging my arms all day. Oh man.
I'm on a saw, bro, and I've never cut that much in my life, bro. Oh my god.
So what they doing about your showers? It's already here or what?
Luckily, we got Lieutenant Hill, and he's trying to push the line for us. I respect it.
I would love to help if we can, and I don't want you to get in trouble at all. So however we can help. I'm sorry, you deserve a shower.
Hey, for sure. Man.
I appreciate it. And what's going to happen is going to happen no matter what. So that's going to happen.
It's kind of how the dice rolls around here, you know. Like
if you want to know what happens, come back and check on them in about 3 months.
You don't need it anymore?
We know it's
no, I mean, you gave it to me.
Well, yeah, it's fine.
Huh? Okay, 1 second. Yeah, you guys play at camp, right? You got a PS4?
Well, our camp
Not at our camp, no. Oh, your camp doesn't have it?
We're trying to get it going over there so we can have some activities for us. We're trying to see activities.
What is it? What you got weights though, right?
Oh, we got weights for sure.
So you got weights. You don't got a PS4, but you got a TV.
Yeah, we got TV.
Do you guys get internet access or no? No internet access.
They don't want us to have that.
Why not?
I don't know. Well, we're
limited,
we're still
little bit.
incarcerated people, so we
So?
can't we're limited.
You're still a person.
Tell me about it.
It's a human right. I think you should be able to get internet access.
For sure.
What are you gonna do with internet access? Crimes? Okay, maybe, but.
I mean, inside the prisons they have tablets, but at the camp we don't have tablets.
Oh, really? So, yeah, sometimes I'll see like dudes sneaking a phone and they'll go live on TikTok.
Yeah?
Yeah, but only for a limited time.
Hey, follow my.
Yeah, you got a TikTok? Dude, shout it out. By the time we get out, it'll be popping. Yeah. But I don't know.
So, one question for you.
What's up?
So, what made you come here? What made you come here and
So,
interviews?
I talk about rehabilitation a lot. Like I cover primarily labor-related issues, politics in general, and one of the things I talk about quite a bit is how dog shit the American prison system is.
For sure.
And how prisoners demand more rights. So one of the things that we have been talking about with the wildfires is you guys, incarcerated wildfighters. There's actually a lot of people. There's a lot of news coverage around what you guys do, as a matter of fact. And I hit up Scott, and we were supposed to link up for something totally different. But one of my friends told me that he does this program, and I thought it would be an amazing opportunity to come talk to you guys and to, show people outside that you're just normal dudes,
So what do you think now? What do you think now about us since you haven't met us?
Y'all suck. No. I mean, nothing really changed from my perspective. Like, I don't know. It's just, yeah, you guys are just regular dudes, But I think the way that a lot of people approach it, they think like, oh, someone has done a crime, they're evil, they're automatically bad, they're scary. And I want to break that stigma a little bit, and show people that that's not the case. And I feel like if they recognize your humanity a little bit, then they'll be more open-minded to initiatives that, initiatives that are helpful with reintegration, initiatives that are helpful with like hiring, former inmates.
For sure.
Try my best.
And we appreciate you for that. We gotta get you to our camp, Groundsburg.
I'm down. Yeah,
MTV
I'll talk
Cribs.
I'll
coming soon.
No, I would love to do that for sure.
Coming soon.
I'll talk to Scott. If we can make something like that happen, that would be great.
Oh yeah. Let's do it. Come check out my bunk. We'll make you a little spread. Eat real quick.
Yeah.
We'll go on Twitch.
No, there's like
Twitch Cribs. There we go.
There's actually a thing there's a thing on TikTok with like prison food, where they show like different things that people make in prison. So we could do something like that, like a little cooking segment.
You gotta make it though. You gotta make it.
I'll make it. Yeah.
We'll tell you how to do it. You do it.
The only thing I know how to make is chicken. That's all I know how to make. So I don't know.
We're gonna do something with that.
Yeah.
We're gonna do something.
What do you guys make? What do you guys cook? You cook your own food?
We make everything. Rice bowls, burritos, nachos.
That's sick.
Sushi, tamales.
Okay.
We cook everything out of what we got though.
Yeah.
Soups.
So how does that work in how's that work in camp? Like it's not because in prison it's like you got a chef or not a chef, but like you got someone working the kitchen and it's just like
not a chef for sure. Yeah. You got someone.
You
got someone over there.
Yeah.
I don't know what he's doing.
Just sitting there just whipping stuff up. But like in camp, do you make your own food? Like is that
so it's kind of the same thing. We have someone that cooks for us, but we can also buy our own food from commissary.
Yeah.
So we buy our own food. We make it.
What do they have in commissary?
Hot Cheetos, sausages.
How much is the hot Cheetos in the commissary?
Like $2.65.
Oh, okay, so it's like normal price. It's not because I know phone calls are like I don't know how it is in California.
It's free now.
Yeah, it used to be a big ass fucking problem.
It used to be a lot.
That shit was awful.
So the phone calls are free now. So everyone that left, come back. I could call you now.
Wait, tell them what it used to be like.
So it used to be a lot, like 33 cents a minute. 33 cents a minute.
33 cents a minute.
$1 a day.
Like only 15-minute phone call. We used to spend like $100 a week.
Yeah.
So that's why we're all single now. Am I right? Oh no, just me. Just me.
Wait. Okay. So How does that, like, why is that important? Why is it important that you have access to the outside world like that?
Well, just because we're not trying to get institutionalized. Like, we're not trying to get stuck in here because we're still people, like you said.
Yeah.
We're still people, and we're still trying to strive, and we're still trying to grow and get out of what we're in. Don't get me wrong. Like, what we're in, it's a great environment with the people that we surround ourselves with. These men right here, I'm with them every day, and they're helping me grow every single day. They're helping challenge me. But whenever I come home, I'm able to talk to my family. Not only does it motivate me, but it keeps me updated with the streets. Hey, this is going on, crypto. Hey, you need to get your bank account up. You need to, like, all these information they're giving me that he can't give me because he didn't experience that.
Bro, you're doing crypto? Don't do crypto, bro. You're gonna lose all your money.
We'll see.
Oh my God, bro. Don't do it. I promise. Don't do it. It's not a good idea.
All right, you guys put me up on game on that thing.
Okay, yeah. Don't do that.
Gotta get into the sports betting.
Oh my God. No. No,
So
don't
what you suggest against?
No, don't gamble, bro. Don't gamble. What I suggest you
Unless
get
you're going for
into
the 49ers, then gamble.
Hell no.
Go ahead, though. Anyway.
No, what I would suggest is you know, trying to get a decent wage job and, you know, work a job, pay rent, live a decent life. There's a lot of people who don't go to prison who are also lose a shit ton of money doing crypto and gambling and all this stuff. It's bad. It's not good.
We see, so without connection to the world, I wouldn't know this. So now I'm just thinking I'm going right into crypto. But look, we need more connection with the world now.
No, you need less connection with the world. You're trying to make crypto puts. You're trying to make calls. How's the crypto doing?
Hey, so what's going on over there? Like, would you mean a lot? What?
But okay, so I asked some of the other guys this question. I was wondering, what do you think? Like, out of four qualities of the program that you're in, like, which one do you think is the most significant for you? You got time reduced. You got conditions in the camp as opposed to prison, which are significantly more humane, right? You got a job, so you're busy. And I forgot what the fourth thing was. God damn it. What the fuck was it? But okay, out of those three, what do you think is the most significant?
Time reduced.
Time reduced?
Time reduced.
Okay.
I'm trying to go home. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. I feel like a lot of us, we got over-sentenced, especially for the crimes that we committed.
For sure.
So it's giving us a chance to go home early.
Yeah, you guys are also young offenders, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're not supposed to be here. Of course, someone probably already told you that, but yeah, we're not supposed to be at camp right now.
No, yeah, I know.
Because Scott Budnick, shout out Scott, you're number one, man. Hey, shout out Scott Budnick, you know, we're here, and we're very, very, very grateful.
All right. If you don't mind me asking, what do you think, in your mind, in your assessment, from all the people that you've met in prison, in camp, what do you think is like a leading reason for how you land up in prison?
Leading reason.
Like what is it?
No, for me, I would say no positive role model. Because for me, I was like left at home a lot, and I just started running the streets at a young age. So it led me to the things that
Where are you from originally?
San Diego.
San Diego. Okay.
So that led me to like just start roaming the streets and start getting options.
I would say, kind of touch on the same thing. No guidance, just not having a positive guidance. The environment that I grew up in, of course, it led me into a different direction. And yeah.
What about you?
So first off, obviously there's no excuses for what I'm saying, right? I hold myself accountable for what I've done, right? But
I'm not the commissioner board.
There's circumstances, right?
No, I feel you.
My circumstances, like my mental health, as in my insecurities, I didn't have no one like I could talk to. Because the schools I was in, they didn't really teach me how to like behave and like correct behavior. They were like favoritism towards different races and ethnicity, and I think that like made me go different ways with the social groups. So like I couldn't really like fit in with nobody. So I had to branch out to different people, and like that's what made me commit my crimes and find different people that had the same values as me, which is violence. That's
Okay.
What about you?
What got you locked up?
I got put in a bad situation, a messed up situation. But I mean, that was part of it. But just, I would say, the way I was living really is what led me here. You know, like trying to find love in the streets, love that wasn't at home. And once I fell back into my bad habits again, carrying guns again, and led me to do dumb things. But when I had that gun that night, then I would have probably still been out.
How much time we got?
Right now, my out date's August 2026.
Okay.
But I'm trying to get my GED to get some more time off. So I'm hoping to get home by like December this year.
Okay. What would you say is, how do you like camp as opposed to prison?
Camp compared to prison?
Yeah.
I love camp. I'll take camp over prison any day.
Yeah.
Tell me about your first hike.
So my first, I got to camp on a Monday. My second day we went out to work, like cutting trees and stuff. And then Wednesday, the next day after that, we did this hike called Rocket Ship. They say it's like one of the worst hikes. And bro, you just.
Why do they call it rocket ship?
I don't know. It's straight down. But you start off and you go straight down with all this gear and everything. By the time I got to the bottom, like I couldn't even walk. Like, my legs were buckling in every step. Ooh. And I was like, there's no way I'm gonna make it back up. It took me like 2 hours, 45 minutes to get back up. It took me hella long to get back up. But that same day, we got back to camp. I took a shower, and then we came out to Ventura to a fire, and we were out for a week. I couldn't even walk.
Are you guys exhausted?
Yeah.
Are you all going back out in the morning?
Yeah. That's the rapper, Peso? Is that what it is? Yeah. I'm gonna check his music out after this.
Oh, you're gonna actually listen to music?
I'm not gonna listen. I don't listen to no music.
He doesn't listen to music. No.
Nah, just podcasts. Just podcasts? I only listen to the news. I'm boring as fuck.
So you don't have a favorite
Working out,
really.
he'll listen
No,
to
I guess-
podcasts
I don't know,
about
maybe
politics.
Working out.
I know.
Vince
It's
Staples?
insane.
Who's your favorite rapper?
myself.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
I've been working 24 hours, I ain't been asleep. I might say some shit that don't make sense.
Don't put him on the spot, bro. There's people watching.
Who do you guys
That's
listen
crazy.
to, music-wise?
I listen to like underground rappers, like not really famous people. Yeah, I don't listen to them.
Okay. Like, are you east?
Bro, he can hear
are you
you.
east, west coast?
I just listen to like
Texas.
local rappers by like my little brother raps, so like I listen to him and like
listen to me?
Yeah, that's on the bus, like freestyle on the bus.
Yeah.
But I don't listen to nobody make sure.
I'm coming harder than Drake. Let's just say that.
Okay. All right.
You know what I'm saying?
I believe you.
I don't freestyle. I don't freestyle.
Yeah, that's right, Drake. It's coming for you.
Coming for you,
But
Drake.
like, not in a
But I'm
weird
Team
way.
OVO though.
Not in a weird way.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. What's up, man? What's going on? Oh, really?
I'm not in me.
Nice to meet you.
Get in the
No,
business.
I don't think you're in. I didn't think.
Nah, look at me crazy.
I'm
yeah.
just confused that someone here recognized me. That's why.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Hell yeah, bro.
We got 5 minutes, bro. Yeah.
I don't know.
Awkward.
Yeah, bro, I can tell.
Oh my God.
We had your back.
Yeah, it got cold.
It's very cold.
It did.
Yes.
I think he's with the.
My fingers are
with
icicles
the
right now.
Oh, dude.
with the peso
Do you want me to
dude, I
take
think.
some for you?
I don't know.
You sure?
No, I'm fine. I should have brought hand warmers.
Oh, he's not with them?
I did not.
Wait. The dude in the hat? No. No. I was talking about the other dude. That's fine.
Oh yeah, he's with Peso.
Yeah.
I'm gonna bring Scott over and see if we can talk about that.
I feel bad. That was an awkward interaction.
No, it was fine. It's all good.
I should have been nicer. He was very excited.
Hey, but we had your back, man.
What?
We had your back.
Oh, hell yeah, that's right, dude. He rolled up and you guys were like,
We're like, what's up, man? Like,
We got your back, man.
no,
You
we don't just put out fires.
bro.
Hi, Mom. Is that live?
Bro, you have been taking
Hi, Mom.
the fucking camp.
Hi, family.
You jacked as shit, dude.
Out here at the
Yeah, you are.
Easton
Yeah, you are. Yo,
Eaton Fire.
show the camera. No, not anything. I saw you with the shirt earlier. You were
I used to be bigger, man. I actually lost it because of the hiking.
You checking him out, bro?
Yeah, I'm soft. Listen, I work
married.
out.
He's married, bro.
I work out.
He's married.
I work out.
I just got married, man.
When I see another dude that works out, I'm gonna be like, hey, listen, you're working out.
You're talking about working out?
Yes.
Yeah, they're making fun of me. They're saying I'm checking them out.
I don't know what was more awkward, this or that.
No, this stuff is not awkward at all for me. Bye, Mom, I love you.
That's pretty cool.
Hi, Mom, I love you.
Oh man. Picture, get the picture. I don't want to photobomb. All right. They said, how are we doing, Chad?
I was gonna have Scott come over just to talk about the fundraiser and like, you know, what ARC is doing, because that's how I found him. He said he had like one thing he had to do, and then he wanted to come over. He's like, I just have been leaving you guys be. Is it good? I was like,
No, it's been great.
It's been great.
It's up to you. Chad, do you guys enjoy it? Are you guys enjoying this? It's fucking dope, right?
I told you it was gonna get cold.
Yeah, no, I'm glad I wore the jacket.
Yeah.
It's cold as hell.
It is. It is.
Yeah, it's crazy that they don't get more gear than like.
Dude, I also like that showers thing. I'm not trying to be like, who can I talk to? But
Woke police.
Who can I
Calling the
talk to?
manager.
I'm
young man wants to talk
kind
to
of.
What's up?
I heard you be gaming. What's your favorite game?
I game right now. I'm playing Marvel Rivals a lot, but it's new. It's a new game. As far as like of all time, Metal Gear Solid. You know what that is?
Yeah, I've heard of it.
What do you play? You play any games?
Super Smash Bros. And Fortnite.
Ooh. Okay. Oh, you play Fortnite? Nice.
They have a PS4.
No, I know. Yeah. Well, at their camp they have a PS4.
Smash
Redhead
Bros?
camp they
Which
don't
one?
have a PS4.
All of them. I went to, I want to say, either 2017 or 2018, I went to Texas. They had like a little game fest they did. One of my cousins, I played for players.
Oh, really? Oh, nice. Yeah, you know about RDC? Supreme Dreams? They have a thing called DreamCon. Where they do a convention in Austin. This year it's going to be in Houston though, I think. But anyway, it's very cool. It's like an anime gaming convention.
When it's going to be this year, when?
This year's going to be in Houston, I believe. But I don't know when. I think it's in the summer, maybe. Chat. When is DreamCon? Yes, it is. July.
Oh, I'm there for sure.
What?
I'm there for sure.
Yeah, you're out in what, 50 days, you said? Yeah.
March 9th.
Yeah, all right, man. I'll see you there. If you go to DreamCon, we're going to link up.
Yep.
All right?
All right, play me Fortnite too. I'm really good.
I suck at Fortnite. You beat my ass. You got a lot more time to play Fortnite than I do.
Well, at our camp we don't have internet, so like we play. Like right now I'm playing Dream Hunter. I'm playing Monster Hunter Ice World Reborn.
Oh, there's a lot of good single player games out there though.
That's a real good game.
How does that work? Can people just like buy you guys games or no?
I think so. We can get games sent in. I think we can.
Okay.
As long as they're pre-approved by our lieutenant.
Wait, what? Oh, so the lieutenant's like, this is too violent. Like,
I mean, we have Mortal Kombat. We have.
Oh, okay. Then never mind.
Yeah,
That's not a problem. Okay. All right. That's good to know. So Washington Bridge Camp, right? All right. That's sick. Chat. There you go. You can send in video games to Washington Ridge Camp. How do they do it? Is there like a Department of Corrections website portal, something like that? Gotta ask him.
Because I need you.
Lieutenant Hanks.
This is Lieutenant
Hassan.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
I can't say nothing.
How do we send these guys video games? There's a lot of people watching right now.
How do we send these guys video games?
Yeah.
Video games are a challenge because I can't give them access to the internet without it being supervised.
Yeah, no, I meant like hard copies.
You donate them to the camp, so you send it to the address of the camp, and you state that you wish to donate it for camp, and then we'll include it in the systems we have.
Hell yeah.
Does it have to be like a maturity level restricted?
Yes, it has to be maturity level restricted, and it can't have an online component to it.
Yeah. Okay. There's a lot of good single player games. They have PS4s, right?
Yes.
All right. Get to work, chap. It's Washington Ridge Camp. They'll send you guys some hard copies of video games. There it is. All right. Nice to meet you, man.
I'll see you in July.
All right. We cold?
I'm so cold.
You little bitch. There's people. Hey, nice to meet you guys.
Hi guys.
I just want to say what's up to my wife, to my son. I do this for you guys. You know, thank you to the program. You know, got me a lot of time off, chance to earn some money, send it home for the holidays. Chat, you know what's up, man. Get this to my wife, man. Thank you.
All right.
Are we out of here?
Yeah, I think we can.
Take a photo?
Yeah, let's do a photo.
This is our first shower in a whole week. Just let them know we've been out here for a week.
Let's go.
It's our first shower,
It's
bro.
about time. You guys get a
Thank you
shower.
guys. It's because of y'all. Y'all about to say
Back.
Scott, we're gonna.
How do you feel? How do you feel?
That was fantastic.
I want
It was amazing.
I want you to talk about the fundraiser. ARC is doing a fundraiser for these guys after they get out. We're thinking of funds.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of things that we need. We can talk to this guy right here too. Like everyone wants to give right now that they're on the fire line.
Yeah.
There's not so much to give right now, right? They're fairly good right now. It's when they get back to camp, right? There's not a TV that's working in some places, right?
Yeah.
There's the boots are all fucked up and they need better boots. Like there's just things that are not so sexy, but that they need. You never think this, but we're getting a shower truck dropped off.
No, I know we were talking about.
Yeah. By the way,
you
God
had to
bless.
reach out to Coachella.
God bless the dudes at Coachella.
Dude.
They got a shower truck coming in. These guys haven't showered in like 4 days.
I know.
So just stuff like that. And then I think also when they get out, if they want to work for CAL FIRE, as soon as they get out, how are they going to pay rent to wherever they're getting hired? How are they going to pay utilities? What about a car to get to and from work? Right? Those sort of things. So we're setting up a scholarship fund to help them when they get out.
A lot of people have talked about how, reintegration, like one of the biggest problems is like getting a job in general and, keeping up with parole.
Yeah.
And from what I've heard, it's just like having something that keeps them grounded and busy and look forward to is like a major impact, I feel like.
I think we nailed it. And it's like, the work ethic this gives them too. Like these guys are fucking beasts, right?
Yeah.
Animals.
Dude, we were hearing stories about, and they were all swapping stories too. What they are doing out here it's so physically demanding and how hard
They're gonna run
working.
circles, whatever job they get out here, if they don't do fire, they're gonna run circles around everyone. The work ethic's insane, right?
Yeah.
So like these guys are insanely hireable. And now, because of a bill ARC did, they can now expunge the record. So they don't have to check the I'm a felon box. They're no longer a felon because they risked their life to save our state, which they did last night and they'll be doing tomorrow night. So while we're sleeping in our bed, they're up all night long on the mountain.
Yeah, and they were saying they pretty much just have what is on them. Like there's nothing.
That's it. And by the way, those Subway sandwiches and stuff that we just delivered, I'm sure they'll be sneaking those in their packs. So at 3 in the morning after they've been working for 20 hours, they can sneak a bite.
Yeah.
But
dude, how did you get involved? How long have you been involved?
I was just like, I was doing Old School. Do you remember that one? Or too young for Old School?
Old School?
Will Ferrell running Shrinking?
Of course.
I was doing Old School and I met a guy that said, come down to Juvenile Hall in the San Fernando Valley and come be in this creative writing program. And I went down and the first kid I met, no exaggeration, I'm like, how was your day? He said it was a really tough day. I just got 300 years to life in prison. And I looked at him, he was little with a little mohawk on his head. And he said, I'm 15 years old. And he got 300 years to life in prison. And I'm like, what did you do? In my mind, I'm thinking like, is this kid like Charles Manson? Like,
Right,
what
must
did he
have murdered,
do?
100 people.
Yeah, he's like, I stood next to my homie who shot the victim in the butt. The victim was in and out of the hospital in a day, and for standing next to the guy with the gun and never touching the gun, I got 300 years to life. And in my mind, I'm like, okay, maybe there's some punishment for that, right? But I don't think any of us would say 300 years to life is
a
proportionate
15-year-old.
for a 15-year-old, right?
Yeah.
Like I did a lot of dumb shit when I was in my early 20s. And if that was my kid, A, he'd be out on bail, right? He wouldn't be sitting in that juvenile hall. And B, he'd have the best lawyer in LA. And for not shooting somebody, he would probably get probation because he's my kid. He looks like me, he has my money, has a good lawyer.
Resources.
Like he's fine. Yeah, resources fine. But David was going to prison for 300 years to life. And so like that got me, I started getting into it. learned how to pass laws in Sacramento, ended up passing a law called Senate Bill 260 that let any kid under the age of 18 who got a life sentence go to the parole board at 15, 20, or 25 years. So David got reduced from 300 to life to 25 to life, got his college degree, mentored people, and then the governor commuted his sentence, and he's home now, and raising
That's
2
amazing.
twin daughters.
Yeah, I mean,
it's awesome. But it's like, in our business, like, in what I do, I meet so many people that are just like so self-selfish, self-centered and narcissistic, and being around people like this, who like all they want to do is give back and they want to kind of redeem themselves from what got them here is, you know, I find it very beautiful.
I think like even just asking, you asking that kid, David, how are you? How's your day? You know,
Yeah.
it's like just starting there and caring, right? Showing that you see this person as a human being.
Yeah.
And the conversations that I was having with all these guys is they kept being like, I don't mean this the wrong way, but like, why do you guys care?
Why are you here?
Yeah,
They
like,
keep
why
saying,
are you
like,
here?
why do you care
what are you
about
guys
us?
doing here? Why do you care about us?
Isn't that sad? They don't think people care.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
until
I
they
think,
see a night like tonight.
I know, and I think right now, with disasters like this, it's a huge moment to raise awareness, right? Because people they're like, okay, I want to help. I want to feel collective action. I want to be in solidarity, and it's like, let this moment radicalize you in a good way, right? Don't fall prey to like misinformation, to individualism. Let this,
It's like, to me, it's like the misinformation piece of it,
Yeah.
and just like people like using this for like political hits and shit like that, when like you guys are showing up and like showing love
Yeah.
and being here for these guys, and other people just want to use it.
But that is radical. Like that for a lot of people, that is radical empathy. It's like radical sounds so intense, right? It's like an intense word, but it is truly seeing these people as human beings, right?
There's fundamentally no difference between any of the dudes I just met today and myself, with the most important exception. I come from a more affluent background.
Yep.
And therefore, when I fucked up, I had a support network to rely on.
Yeah,
I had my
me
family
too.
that could set me straight. And I always recognize that the privilege that I have, and I try to explain to other people that, like, other people that are watching, that like these guys are, maybe some of them did some stuff that you would consider to be ridiculous or crazy or whatever, but it doesn't matter. Like, everyone has the capacity to rehabilitate.
Yeah.
Everyone has the capacity to become a better, more productive member of
And that's
society.
what these guys are doing, right?
Yeah.
Like the thing I love the most about this is you go from like the pariah of the community.
Yeah.
Like, we want to separate you because you're too dangerous and get out of our community. And now all of a sudden you're a first responder, you're a hero. People are baking you brownies and cookies.
Yeah.
Because you're going up in a mountain and fighting a fire so it doesn't kill our.
I think it's but I think you're right. The dignity aspect
The
of
dignity
it
aspect of it
is huge, and I feel like that's another thing I want to do if we can do this, because they were talking about like going back to camp.
Yeah.
If we could potentially film the camp at some point.
No, we go.
Because
as soon as they're back, let's go.
Okay, that's a great idea. I want to do that 100% because I think from what I see, this is like one of the closest aspects to a more rehabilitative approach.
Yeah.
In like the American carceral structure.
100%.
Because like one of the things that everybody talked about, and across age groups from different camps, everyone was like, there's no racialized, like there's no race stuff. Everyone is the same. Nobody rocks the boat, because you get all of these positive incentives of sentence reduction, but more importantly than that, the conditions in the camp are significantly better than prison.
Significantly.
And by the way, that doesn't mean it's actually like better than your
Those
living
guys
conditions at
couldn't-
home.
Yeah, those guys couldn't shower for 5 days.
They also don't have internet. They don't have internet access unless it's supervised. But I think that plays a major role in people feeling like human beings, and it helps with reintegration in general.
100%. David, Campos, get Jersey, bring him over here, please. You, both of you. This is an incredible story. Wait till I tell you this story. You'll love this. I think like, I was on your live stream as you were driving, and I saw all the people commenting about modern day slavery. And I'll say this, it's like, I'm running like a massive campaign right now with Governor Newsom and others, trying to get him to raise the pay, because I agree that the pay, it's been $1 an hour since 1984, right? That's unacceptable. So there was an actual legislative proposal this year to go from $1 an hour to $5 an hour, and it got killed. So this year I want to accomplish that, but like no one's forced to be here, right? This is voluntary, and it's now. 5 years ago there was no path to a career. You risked your life, you got paid nothing, you got out, and it's like, no, we won't hire you. Now there's a path to a $100,000 a year job. And I tell these guys, like, who cares what you get paid? Volunteer to get out of a prison cell, save people's life, make amends, redeem yourself for the shit you've done. Even if you're volunteering and you get paid nothing. And I'm gonna do everything I can to make sure you have a career where you can make $100,000, $150,000, $200,000 so your kids never have to go through what you went through and then go to a great private school and a great college, right? And so like, I really love it. 5 years ago, maybe it was more like that. Today, not so much. Yeah, go on.
Oh, I was just gonna say, can you give any update on where a bill like that is? So you're working with
I think it's gonna be more like you can go a bill route or you can go a budget route. The budget process starts now in January. The governor released his budget this week. And then they close the budget in June and it becomes a state budget. So between now and June is when he will either force his Department of Finance to do it or not do it. And the governor was here tonight.
I'll sing his praises if he does.
Yeah.
That's right.
I'll tell you this, like he really, in terms of fire stuff, he's done incredible. No governor in the last 30, 40 years has doubled CAL FIRE's budget. $2 billion when he came in, $4 billion now. 7,000 firefighters there, 14,000 now. Like he's doing it. I want to tell you a quick story. Where's Campos? Get Campos. Campos, stop talking. Get over here. Okay, this is a great story. So this guy right here was my student in Somar Juvenile Hall when he was 14 years old, facing life in prison. Didn't get life in prison, but got
14-year sentence.
14-year sentence. At 18 years old, as a kid, he gets sent to the most violent prison in California, Pelican Bay State Prison, up on the Oregon border. So he's now an 18-year-old at Pelican Bay, and he got out of there without ever getting into trouble, went down a level, and then came to a college program I was doing at this prison called Ironwood, and ended up graduating college, doing great, came home, interned for me at my film company for a little bit.
All right.
The director, I don't know if you guys know who Destin Cretton is, but he did this movie called Just Mercy that I did with Michael B. Jordan and Jamie Foxx. Destin's like, I need an assistant during post-production. I'm like, interview David. David interviews. He becomes Destin's assistant for the post-production of Just Mercy. Destin then does a DC Comics movie called Marvel. Oh, shit.
Okay.
No,
bro.
Shit.
Which I'm kind of both.
Okay. Marvel movie called Shang-Chi in Australia. Takes him while he's on parole to be his assistant in Australia on Shang-Chi.
Yeah.
Gets better. This motherfucker right here is the lead man, so he's a headset dresser, Local 44, and Let's Make a Deal on The Price is Right, which I've watched my entire life. And he hires him in the union, so now we're talking about $150,000 a year, etc., to work for him on Let's Make a Deal on The Price is Right. This motherfucker crushes and works so hard on Let's Make a Deal on The Price is Right. This guy's now hired like 20 guys that have come out of prison and is doing incredibly, right?
Hell yeah.
Best guys in town.
Yeah.
You know, they want it. They're happy. They're better than getting somebody's kid that wants to get in. You know, they've been taught. You know, and it's one of those things. The drive, and you can't teach that in people. You know, the drive, their work ethic, all that kind of stuff. You don't get that. These guys have proven. And it's like, whatever their past is their past. We don't give a crap, you know. I just want a happy, smiling face and somebody to hang out with at work and have a good time. And now 20 of them are, and if I could get more, you know, I would have 150 of them because it's, you know, they're great workers, you know.
What a cool job to have.
Yeah, I feel extremely blessed, honestly. And we're at Price is Right, and Let's Make a Deal. We're all a family. So it doesn't feel like work, you know. I look forward to going there and being with my friends. And yeah, we work, but it's a great time. You know, we all get along really well. And it's a great opportunity.
My cousin won a car on Price is Right once.
There you go.
Oh, bro.
See? We're always making somebody's life a little different, you know.
To see him at 14 years old, locked in a cell facing life, and mentor him when he was 14 years old, to now see him making hundreds of thousands of dollars on the show, then to now see him here giving back and feeding guys that are currently incarcerated, like talk about Fort Circle. Okay, sorry guys, sorry I interrupted you. And this is the man right here.
Thank you. Nice to meet you.
I think we're about to head out.
Yeah,
Are we
nice
heading
to
out?
meet you guys. Thanks for sharing your story.
Thank you so much for everything. Thank you for giving us the opportunity to talk to these guys.
How were the combos?
Fantastic.
So good.
So good.
Amazing.
So good.
I think, I would love to do more stuff with you on specifically this issue, because this is something that I think is unfortunately an area where a lot of people just don't ever even encounter, like don't even broach the subject matter with like any dignity whatsoever. Everybody just writes off prisoners. They don't ever talk about them. They don't ever think about them. They they want more. They don't want to reduce sentences. They want to make sure that people stay in prison for as long as possible without ever thinking about it. And I think showing the camp conditions specifically as juxtaposed with like what county jail looks like, what prison looks like, and how much that helps people feel human, and how successful that is in terms of like rehabilitating people and allowing that integration to happen is really huge. This is a major aspect.
Wait till you see the camp. You'll really enjoy it. Yeah, we'll go there. We'll shoot it. It'll be great.
I think also right now, you know, as we said, a lot of people are very like, oh, thank you to the first responders, like finding out they're incarcerated. Great, everybody's, you know, grateful. Once these fires are cleared,
everyone go back to their lives and no
everyone
one
goes back to their lives.
Yeah.
And it's about like what happens after, you know, it's not just like now, but also when they get out of prison and making sure that they have a pathway. So
Thank you guys for coming and
It's
shining a
nice to
light.
meet you. Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Thank you so much. And thank you for the work that you're doing.
Big dog, I'll see you. I'm going to San Francisco. Blown away.
Yeah.
My house is burned down.
Yeah.
Hopefully not.
Rad. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Big dog. Good to meet you, bro. Thank you, my
See you later,
guy.
It is cold. It's definitely cold as
I'm
hell.
so
All right,
weak.
let's get out of here.
Oh, thank you so much.
Shall we?
Yeah, let's dip.
You want to do a little send off or?
Oh yeah, let's do it here. All right, everybody. This was a wonderful experience overall. Thank you so much, Caroline. Thank you, Scott Budnick, as always. Thank you, Murat, for showing up as well. You know, this was a wonderful experience, and I'll of course be live tomorrow. And I hope you learned something today. All right, that's all I got.